Hi, do you know the feeling of attracting someone, if it's business, if it is personal, a relationship of which you know intuitively, in your gut, like a visceral response that says, this is going to give me trouble, this is not good for me, but you proceed anyway. That's what this video is about. My name is Deze, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. So often when we get involved with someone who, for multiple reasons, isn't able to meet us halfway, this could be toxic, it could be a narcissist, it could be someone with a lot of trauma, it could be whatever, autism, you just feel we're not matching here, and still you proceed, then we need to look at also, amongst other things, your own stance, your own behavior in that situation. So a client of mine told me today exactly what happened with her, and I just felt like this is so me, or what I used to do, that I think it's important to share this. She said, so I can feel it, and yet I want to proceed, or I do proceed if nobody stops me. And I said, in my case, it often was, and my husband would stop me and tell me it's not a good idea, and I would even get a bit like frustrated and like, seriously, it's my choice, I know what I'm doing, and I just, stop it. So I told her, if that happens, it means that your desire for that person to come closer is bigger than what your gut is telling you. And she said, yes, the idea that I have, and I know this myself very well, is the trouble that will show up, I'll deal with that later. And I said, yeah, it's like as if feeling alone, feeling misunderstood, feeling like I do all the work and you're not doing anything, feeling pain. We know that. That's okay. I'm used to that. I don't know what it's like to have like this equal relationship that is built on trust, that has a solid foundation of maturity and being an adult, being able to tell each other, this is my feedback for you, could you please change your behavior, without that having to do with drama, etc. If you're not used to that, if you're used to having relationships that are disruptive for you, that get you out of balance, then that is not a red flag. It means that your desire to feel understood in the moment, to feel that someone is really on your side, is a desire that is so young and so important and so big that you want to proceed. So it's really important to get to know that desire, to get to understand if that desire is triggered in any sense, that you know what that means, that you know how you start to behave, how you start to not act upon that gut feeling, and that you understand the deep level of wanting to feel one with someone, and how you're so used to relationships that don't have a solid basis. And it is only when you come from a stance where you know, I am worth as much as you are, I want relationships that are not that deep troubled. I want relationships where healthy boundaries can be set, where we can have a mature conversation about things that hurt us without there having to be any drama, is when that shifts. Is when you start to really see what your gut is telling you. Is when you start to feel and really have a clear view of, you are crossing my boundaries, you are diminishing my feedback or my opinion, I am fighting for your love. All of that cluster of things that are happening between you and the other person that make that relationship unhealthy, you will get to see that. And that takes effort to sit with that, instead of just reacting to, in the beginning, to I need you. And then if you go further into, can you believe what that person has done to me? But to really grasp, why do I do that? Even if I feel it, even if somewhere in the faintest, in the slightest idea, I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to be hurt. I had to learn this the hard way. And man, it hurt multiple times. But I just didn't have enough self-worth. I just wasn't living in this house enough. I wasn't home to be able to talk to me about what was going on with me and what that I received of information from the other person, and to really be able to clearly look at it. Now I can, and I am freer to move. I can see things happening up front. And I have more, I have healthier boundaries, and my communication is, because of that, far clearer than it has ever been. And I wish the same for you, but it starts with you wanting relationships that in the long term are built on a solid ground. Wanting that for yourself. So I hope this can mean something for you. Bye.